It's about the bond of its trainer and the monster. There's no such thing as objectively the best Pokemon card.
Monster?
It's a pocket
really
monster.
Well, we don't have the monster talk switches, Tom, but that's good. Perilous is the situation the Gribbits Detective Agency find themselves in, trapped in a disused Temple of Helm at the mercy of the gents under the command of Bill the Butler, formerly a butler, now a crime lord. And outside, they're in even more peril, as it seems the temple has been surrounded by the City Watch under the command of, so he says, a certain Garrulus Green. Yep, that's the end of my spiel. That's it. It's right from you where before. Basically, Trinessa, Dipshit, Charlie Goodboy, and Vinegar Pims are inside a temple. They're not allowed to leave. And now the gang who they were captured by are surrounded by some city watchmen.
Friend of yours, Garrulus? No, you're Garrulus. Bill. Bill, friend of yours, Bill? Let me try that again. Hugh, cut that. Little snip there. Little snip. Thank you. Friend of yours, Bill? He's not going to do it.
Just redub it. Shit. No, absolutely not. Garrulus has been hounding the gates, trying to push back and take control of the hate.
Oh, we don't use that word.
The hate?
No, hounding.
Hounding? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry. That's very. That's very. I'm sorry. I apologize. You have my apologies. All right, lads, to arms! And the all of the gents around the hall start to grab all of their various clubs and
there was about 12 of them, did you say?
There was like a dozen. There's more than a dozen. So there's probably like 14, 15.
And
Right.
We're just sitting on our pew?
You're sitting on your pew.
Should we roll initiative or anything?
Well,
or are we off of that?
Well, we might do. But Bill looks at you and says, well, let's see the cut of your jib then. Whose side are you on?
All right, just quickly. So the option is either get in trouble and become a cop killer, or side against a crime lord who we've met for 35 seconds.
What, you don't know? Yeah, I mean, yes, these. If you're asking me, I don't
No, I was
appreciate.
talking. No,
I think
no,
if we
Bill,
asked
I
you,
don't-
you'd have an opinion. I think you're an impartial observer on this. To be honest, I think you're biased.
Are you talking to me, Eden, or the character? And sorry, you did a dipshit voice, Tom, and it really confused me.
I was talking to Trinessa, Vinegar, and Charlie.
Oh, my bad. I should.
All right, so what do we think here, gang?
Right.
Well,
I
Can
mean,
we
well,
just
let's
leave? I feel
let's
like
leave.
this
Let's
isn't
just-
our fight.
I feel like we could just maybe
out the
say
back.
goodbye to all of this. Well, there's
Yeah.
no back, unless he was lying.
Bill gestures to Darren, tie them up till this is done, and he and two other guys come towards you with some shackles in their
We're
hands.
not fighting against you.
shackles.
Shackles.
Okay.
Listen, we're not going to interfere, but maybe if you don't tie us up, that'll be easier for us to do.
What are you gonna do if you're tied up that will interfere?
I don't know, get killed?
Okay, so the manacles.
That certainly is a possibility. Wait, so Bill turns to you, dipshit, and says, well, you have a choice. You can join us in the defense of this temple, or I can tie you up. I'm sorry, I just can't leave you behind my back to backstab me or whatever it is else you plan to do.
Right, okay. I don't plan on doing anything. I feel like I got swept up a lot of this. Fuck it. And dipshit holds out their hands just to get manacled and just get this all over with.
I choose to fight.
Very well.
Well, I've got an idea. Why don't you just put some hats on us, send us out, and like we'll be like, we're here, we're come out, we're doing what you said, and then while they're like dealing with us, you guys can rush out and attack. That's a good, yeah.
Yeah, we could pretend that we were your prisoners, which is not really pretending because you don't seem to want to let us go. But we could do that for you, and then we would be free, and you would be free. You could maybe even tie us up, put us in some coats and hats. We could come out. We could be like, no, stop. They get confused. They take off the coats. They realize we're tied up. It all works.
Well, you've kind of gone through this kind of, you've got two different approaches happening there, because one of you is, oh, I'll go out there and be your ally, but what you're suggesting seems to be more like, oh, I'll go out there and double cross you. So what is it? What is the plan?
I think, correct me if I'm misunderstanding this, Charlie. The idea is that we're going to tell them that we were your prisoners, but make it look for a moment like we are your allies, so they get confused and buy you some time.
Well, yeah, I was just going to pretend to be them with the hats, but
then wouldn't we then get in trouble, Charlie, for like?
Well, we
being
just
part
tell
of
them the truth
gang?
when we get out. We'll just say we were prisoners.
Okay, so it basically is the same plan.
Is the same plan.
Oh yeah, it's the same plan.
You hear booming over the loudspeakers. This is your final warning. Come out now, and you will be arrested peacefully. Otherwise, we'll be forced to use force. I should have said it different. I used force twice there. It wasn't quite as...
Is that still in the
That's
loudspeaker?
over the loudspeaker?
Yes. Oh, sorry, shit. Fuck, turn it fucking off. Fuck. Last chance.
It's kind of now or never, I guess. Like, you have any other plans, Bill?
All right.
Oh, this doesn't seem good.
All right.
All right.
Great. We're going to put on our hats and walk out like we're surrendering.
Now, before we do this, none of us are wanted by the cops for anything, right? Because I lose track of this sometimes. I know Tomathan had some problems. I don't think any of you...
I don't know who Tomathan is.
Well, he works
So-
for you, Trinessa. He does his
I
time.
can't keep track of everyone on my payroll.
That's
Are you
bad.
serious?
That's bad management. That's bad management. That is.
You know who I manage, Vinegar? You.
Well, again,
it's your job to manage these
if you
people.
drew
I
a-
don't have time to know everything
Can we
about
just
every
maybe
single
table?
person
Can we
in this
table
if
this
you drew
discussion?
a force org chart, Trinessa, you would
No,
see
you don't
parallel.
get to respond. Can we just move on from this discussion entirely? Because I can tell it's not going
I
to
think-
end until one of you wins.
Charlie's just walking towards the door with his hands above his head.
Yeah.
Dipshit just follows in Charlie's slipstream.
All
Yeah.
right.
And they're moving
do
you
it.
towards the door, and they unbolt the door, and it swings open, and behind you, Bill shouts, "All right, we're coming out. We surrender." And they give you a jab in the back with their truncheons, cudgels.
Is there
Okay.
anything else that Bill's got like on him that looks at all interesting?
He's got a rather nice looking knife at his waist.
And a pouch or anything like that, or just the knife?
Not that you can see.
You looking for more silver
Okay.
coins?
Oh yeah, no, not that you can see. You just see the kind of a jeweled handle of a knife
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right.
on his waist.
I follow Dipshit and Trinessa out. Dipshit and Charlie.
And
So
I'm
it's
there.
up to Trinessa now.
Okay, so you've all got your hats on, and you file out to the end of the alleyway to see dozens, probably 50 city guards with their little silver helmets and their green and yellow outfits. And over the loudspeaker, which is a magical loudspeaker, but looks exactly like a boombox. He's
What?
got it-
What?
Why would that's not something that even has a function as a loudspeaker traditionally?
It was a karaoke version where you could plug in a microphone.
Right.
So it's a boombox. Right. Okay. It's a Kmart home karaoke system.
But magic, obviously magic.
Okay.
What's the magic? part of it?
Obviously magic.
Obviously,
That it
magic.
exists.
It's a world. There's no electronics.
Does it
to
have shitty lights as well that like don't really show up in daytime?
Wait,
yes,
so there's magic
yeah,
but
yeah,
not batteries in this world?
Magical batteries.
magical D
It's got a big
batteries.
crystal in it.
Big blue crystal.
Yeah.
And over you see the captain because he's got the little microphone. It's a bird. He's talking into the bird's mouth.
Wait, the microphone is.
It's not the fucking Flintstones.
You've gone from it's the fucking you've gone from it looks like a boombox to it's the
It's a living.
Flintstones.
It's a
Yeah.
boombox
it's
that is
a-
connected with a blue crystal in it, which would
Oh my
straight away
Lord.
make it look not like a boombox. And then it's got a cord going into a
Going to a-
bird that he's talking into.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
he's talking into the bird?
Into the bird's mouth. Yeah.
The bird is just opening its mouth and he's just shouting.
And what wire is plugged into the bird?
It's magic.
What you
Is
had
this
gotten
something that
away
like
with this?
someone's nephew came up with and everyone was like, let's just use it because otherwise, the boss is going to be pissed that we're not supporting this guy.
Yeah, the guard has spent 70,000 gold pieces on each of these, and every patrol is outfitted with them, as well as like a horse that's covered head to toe in metal.
Yeah. At least they didn't spend it on a tank.
Eden, is there like Dave,
Yeah.
is there like an amplify voice spell or
Yes,
something?
yeah, you could just cast. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
So it
can,
could have just been amplify voice.
level. You could just do it. It's a cantrip. You could have just done it with-
Thaumaturgy,
yeah.
they call it. Anyway, he
Oh, so
speaks,
you know.
Well,
he
no,
speaks over the
someone in
bird.
chat just said old
It's
mate could
world
just be
building.
casting thaumaturgy.
No, he has a magical boombox with a blue crystal and a wire going up, I guess, a bird's bum. I don't know how it works.
Mhm.
Shouting into its mouth.
That's
Okay.
magic.
Did
Okay.
you know that
and
is
he yells
actually the
into-
same as how the cochlear implant works?
That's not.
It's just a small bird that goes into your ear.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Thank you,
not many,
Naomi.
not many people know that, but that's how they work.
they
The
don't.
wonders of science, much like magic. He speaks into the bird's mouth and he said, "Where are the rest of you?
It's just us.
It's just you? I know there's more than
Yeah.
4 of you in there."
Our
They
number-
died
our
of
numbers
being
were
so
diminished.
poor.
Yeah,
It's a public holiday.
we all
Yeah.
died, and our numbers have been whittled down.
There
Oh,
were
this
6
is
of
as
us,
well.
and then
Funny.
these 2 people were killed by other people.
Picking up one of the corpses on the ground.
Yeah, dipshit is holding it by their hand.
Okay.
See
well, you
this
can
dead
make-
guy? He was my friend. Like buying it a little bit too much.
Okay, you can make a deception check, dipshit.
Okay.
See if you can really sell this.
Okay, deception. I'm gonna roll. That is a 9.
We rolled 3 rolls in this, and we rolled an 11, a 10, and a 9.
Oh.
I'm sorry, chaps, but no, wait, wrong dude. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Seize them.
That sounded
Oh, not
identical.
again.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
All right,
God.
we know how this works. Where's the pew? We'll sit down.
Okay, and as they rush towards you, as 4 guards rush towards you to arrest you, a wave of the gents from inside pour out of the alley either side of you, and combat is rushing all around. There are clubs and swords swinging, and you are in initiative. Initiative, combat. We're doing combat.
can't
in
just sing. You
Dungeons
can't
and
just sing,
Dragons.
Eden.
You can't
You
just
can't-
sing. You have to do stuff now. You can't just be the Eden anymore.
What's everyone's initiative? Did you roll it?
Pim's 10.
Great.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
6.
Oh, 3.
That is a 4.
Okay, 4.
10
Fucking
was
hell,
the
that's
best.
a 1
10
plus
was the
3.
best.
I rolled a
Okay.
1. Good lord.
What did you get, Charlie? Good boy.
A 6.
Often when you roll a 1, something bad happens at the DM's discretion.
Wait, who rolled a 1?
Dipshit for initiative.
Oh,
Good luck,
you're just
dipshit.
you're paralyzed. You're paralyzed by fear. Who is at the front? Oh, and a guy swings at you with his sword. A mean looking dude swings at you.
On which
dipshit.
side?
Yeah, a cop or a gent?
Yeah.
The guards,
Okay.
because you're wearing a bowler hat and it looks like you're a bad dude. Oh, but he rolls a 1 and falls over and literally face plants at your feet. Charlie Goodboy, a club comes swinging towards you. What's your armor class? And misses. Trinessa, another man, a terrible human, swings at you. What's your armor class? Is it good? Wait, I've
16.
got your armor class right here. He fucking misses.
Armor class
Jesus.
16.
Boo. And finally, Vinegar Pims, another club, flies through the air towards
It's
you.
they all got better initiative than us. That fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
These guys did.
We did get some pretty dog shit
You
initiative.
had some pretty dog shit initiative. Vinegar,
we
you
did say
take
that.
4 points of damage as a club buffs you on the head, but you are now up.
All right, great. All right, so I jump back from just spitting out throwing knives as I go, like a little
Mhm.
fucking Jack Terrier. I get 21 and 20 for my 2 hits.
To the guys who just hit you.
Yep. So that's
Yeah, great.
that's gotta be pretty good. Gotta feel pretty
That's
good about that.
How much
Um,
damage did you do? Sorry, what was the total?
Nine damage to each of them.
9. Love it. 9 temporary hit points. 9 damage. Great.
And I jump and I
Um,
run back to the door, so I'm well behind the rest of the agency.
So you're running down the alleyway back into towards the temple.
I'm trying to get to the back row. I'm backline. I'm really a backline ADC.
So you're
Okay.
looking to get to the back line of the guards?
Oh no, I'm just trying to get behind you.
Yeah, so you can run towards the temple or away from the
Right.
temple.
So you're
Yeah.
running towards the temple to be away from the guards so we can
That's
beat up the
correct.
guards. Gotcha.
Yeah. I believe.
You do draw an attack of opportunity, which misses. Charlie Goodboy, you're up.
I think I'm just going to run to the back.
No,
you're
I'm
running-
the back. I'm the back. You have to.
No, I got to run even further back.
You're running back towards the temple.
Man,
What
you're
are you
gonna
guys
look like
doing?
shit compared to Vinegar's gonna look like shit compared to Charlie Goodboy.
So
I want
So-
to point out I'm standing pretty close to the closed door, so if Charlie Goodboy gets behind me, there's not a lot more space.
Wait.
at this
So you're going
stage.
back into the alleyway? I thought you were going to so you could just getting behind the guy so we could get out of here.
We discussed this ad nauseum. I am running back away from the ambush so that I could be the back line of whatever fight was happening.
Well,
You've
I'm
now-
going-
Running away from the fight so that he can.
He can be
fight.
Mr. Throw.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to run away from the fight so I'm not in the fight and then back into the temple looking for clues.
That's
okay,
a great
so you're-
idea. Cool.
Okay,
Go ahead.
So you get as you try and get out of combat, a guy swings at you and misses. So Vinegar Pims has moved kind of 30 feet back towards the temple, thrown a few knives, which have
Naomi, what are you eating?
A lit chocolate ball.
chocolate ball.
indescript. We're not allowed to say Maltesers on Twitch. Oh, it's a chocolate ball.
Lynn.
I said lint. I
The
said
lint.
lint.
Oh, we
Oh,
missed. We
she
missed.
fancy.
It.
Did you
Dip-
only get chocolate ball?
chocolate ball. Charlie Goodboy has run away down the alleyway. And Dipshit is your turn.
Okay. Dipshit is gonna take stock. So where am I in terms of things?
So basically, there's the big temple, right? And there's the alleyway next to it. You've walked out to the end of the alley that you went down to access it. And basically, there's a bunch of guards ringing the temple. To the right, it looks like you could kind of try and run and duck and weave through them to go down the street, basically.
Cool.
Otherwise, that's the way that there's the kind of least people. Otherwise, you can charge directly into your enemies, or you can run
or
back
I can,
towards the
or I can
temple.
run back with my friends. I guess Dipshit, I think, is gonna go ahead and run back to be sees Charlie Goodboy and has kind of cottoned on that he's the only one with a good heart out of the adventurers and just wants to be
Right.
behind. Can Dipshit run and cast a spell afterwards?
You can move. You're a rogue, actually. So
I'm
I
a rogue
think-
sorcerer, yeah.
Yeah, so you can use
You can do a dash.
Yeah, you can do a dash as a free action. So yeah, you can
Great.
cast a spell and then dash.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Chaos Bolt.
And good for you for getting back on that horse, by the way, dipshit.
Well, this if it's either now or never, you know. Because
What does chaos bolt
dipshit's terrified of death, but they're also terrified of getting some kind of marring on their permanent record.
And I think the only time Dipshit's used a spell, it's critically failed and turned into a wild magic kind of
Yeah.
catastrophe.
So I think Dipshit
Oh.
is now going to attempt to cast their second spell of the campaign.
Good work. Go.
So I click hit
Dipshit.
/DC, right?
Yes, just make an attack roll. Yep, that's the one. You need.
Yes! 16 plus 4, 20.
Oh, it's a dirty 20. How much damage do you do?
I do. Ooh, 10 damage of
10?
acid. 10 acid damage.
So a glob
Wow.
of acid. The beautiful pacifist dipshit hurls a glob of acid at a policeman just doing a city watchman just doing his job, who gets acid in the face, which eats his
Ian very
skull
quickly established himself as being on the side of the cops, but go on.
and you look into his eyes, dipshit, as they melt into acid, and you cave his face in, and you know what you have done,
I
which
kill
is
him?
murder a man.
Oh.
Oh,
You take
no.
pause and then run away, I imagine,
Yep.
thinking about what you have done. Tranessa, you are up.
I'm just gonna start fucking swinging.
You swinging?
Mm.
You just in that combat? You just doing it?
Yeah.
All right, make them attack rolls.
Come on, guys.
D8 plus 3. Damn.
So
20.
20, a natural 20? Damn.
No.
Oh, dirty 20. Yeah, that's a hit. Go for
And
it.
then damage is 5.
Yeah, and what about your next attack? You get 2 attacks.
Oh. 13
Yep, hit.
and 9 damage.
Okay, so you buff, smack this guy up the head, knocking his helmet off, and he falls to the ground. But another guardsman, terrified, steps into his place directly ahead of you. So there's a lot of chaos that's going around. Trinessa, you're just staying in the fight?
I'm buying my friends some time.
Oh, okay. Great.
Because
great,
I think
great.
if we all descend on the door at once, it's gonna look. People are gonna notice what we're doing.
People are going to... Okay, so you're the only one who's still in combat, Trinessa, so a bunch of dudes...
Because I cut quite a figure.
Because that's what they want to do. Man, fuck these digital dice. I'm doing real dice. And one of them hits you. Real dice. Thomas.
I love when-
damage is what you take, Trinessa.
What is emotionally happening, Eden, when you start singing?
Was I singing just then?
You said real dice.
I like dice.
Okay.
I like real dice.
I'm just trying to understand. There's a common line there, and I just want to know what's going on in your head when you stop talking and start singing, because there's something going on.
He's just channeling his Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Eden is a manic pixie dream in many ways.
Manic
That's-
Pixie Dream, Eden.
That's why they stopped writing that archetype in films. It's because I perfected it.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Trinessa, you take 6 damage. And we are back to Vinegar Pims.
Okay, great. I follow Charlie into the church, I guess.
Okay, it's pretty well deserted. You can see everything I've described to you before. Kind of shanty tents, broken down furniture, campfires.
I run up onto the stage, shows lounge, table area, and start scrabbling around for clues, anything that I can see that might tell me anything
Okay,
more
you-
about them.
You can make an investigation check.
All right, I'll follow you. I'll do a real dice, and I rolled
Ooh,
a 17.
Real dice.
A 17.
Wow.
It appears, yeah, we love dice, Tom.
A real hero.
We'll get you
That's
some
cool.
dice, buddy.
Real
We'll get you
dice.
some dice. You find basically exactly what it looks like. You find basically the remnants of a shattered life. You find maybe some old clothes. You find some nice napkins. Which
Maybe?
are kind of what?
Maybe? Aren't you telling the story? Why are you saying maybe?
Look, sometimes I don't know what is coming out of my mouth.
So I
Green
find
temple.
there's nothing here, Charlie, except some clothes and maybe some nice napkins. I don't know, but I'm
Maybe.
getting the impression that this is the detritus of a ruined life, if you know what I mean. I'm getting a strong impression, but it's pretty weak in specifics.
You find some silver. Some silverware.
20 silver.
Oh, we got 20 other
silver
pieces of
No,
pieces.
no, no,
silver.
not pieces. Cutlery. You find silver cutlery. You find a
Alright.
set of silver
I
cutlery.
take it.
Oh, you take it. That is your turn, Charlie Goodboy. You're also in the temple.
Well, I want to also look. I want to
Temple.
look around for other like egress, another way of exiting. Like,
Okay,
if
you
there's
can
any,
do
like,
investigate.
passages and stuff.
You can investigate.
Is that
or
perception or
perception's
or
fine.
investigation?
Perception.
Okay. Shit, that was a crit one.
Damn.
Oh no.
You get very distracted by the
Do I
smell
fall through a
of,
trap hole?
of
A
feet.
trap door? No. Okay.
Very distracted by the smell of feet, and that is your turn, dipshit. Shattered by what you have done to this innocent man.
He's
You,
not fucking innocent. Don't you be giving
Okay.
dipshit emotions. Dipshit
Alright.
did what dipshit had to do. They're not happy
Okay.
that they took a life, but dipshit's
Okay.
fucked up. Dipshit's not happy with it, and they'll deal with
So-
it in their own time. But dipshit is in fight or flight.
Okay, so you're at basically you're at the door. You're at the door to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
So all the bowler hat guys are outside the temple now.
Yeah, they're all fighting. They're all fighting in the streets,
Oh man. Okay, cool. And all of my friends are inside the temple.
except for Trinessa, who's just wailing on some dudes in the thick of battle.
Oh lord. Oh lord. Okay, I think dipshit's employee loyalty is gonna kick in and just zero in on the person that looks like the biggest threat to Trinessa, and I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Ooh, well, the biggest threat that you see is the man holding the bird microphone.
Sir Garrulous Green.
Garrulous Green. He's the big boss, but he's not on the front line. You could just zap one of the
Yeah,
dudes
the
that she's
closest
fighting.
threat to the
Okay,
closest
roll
person.
your damage.
Cool. I'm casting that. And that is 1d4 plus 1. That is a
You get to do
1
it.
plus 1.
It
so that's a
creates
2.
3 missiles, so you
Do
can do it 3
missiles.
times.
Thank Christ. Okay. So that's 2, 4, and 4.
So 3 little darts over your shoulder, Trinessa, fly around and stick into the chest of this guardsman, who falls down at your feet, and it is your turn.
Great. I'd love to look around at just how many guards there are. Is there
How-
a way to do that?
You can make a perception check, sure. It's
To
basi-
look?
Yeah, to look. It's a looking check. Anything you want to do. No, you don't have to know. So there's probably. So there was the probably.
Because if I'm there, I would surely know. How much skill does it take for me to look?
To count things quickly while a lot's going on. An incredible amount
Aiden,
of
are
skill.
you-
Just a ballpark.
I wonder a
I
little
guess
bit
what I'm
here,
trying to
Aiden.
gauge if this is a lost
Yes.
cause.
Oh,
Or
okay. Sorry. So there was more than a dozen of your gents, and
Mhm.
there's a double or more of that amount of the guard.
Okay.
So 25, kind of 30. It's like a big, and they're kind of pushing the gents back.
This is like the
Slowly
raid.
but
This is like the
surely.
raid. They've come to take over the
Okay.
gents.
Fuck
I do want to
yeah.
do a perception check.
No,
Dude,
I've just told you. I mean, I can give
No,
you.
no, about something else.
Yes. What do you want to know,
I want to look for Gareth.
Gareth?
Babies.
Oh, Gareth Davies, your mate. Okay.
My best friend.
Yep. He was looking for you, and he's like, "Hey!"
Like fighting back to back.
Hey!
And then he wails and smashes a guy, and it's like, well, this is a bit.
Okay.
This is yeah.
So I want to attack. I'm going to do a Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing with Gareth.
Okay, great.
We're gonna have each other's backs.
Great.
So he's whatever he does, I am, facing him. My arms are just gonna be fucking slashing.
Okay.
So I'm
do your
protected.
attacks. Do your attacks. Gareth, knowing what you're going for, just gives you a nod and turns his back to your back. And
Well, no, we're face to face.
wait, you
Have
guys
you
are
seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
No, I haven't. Oh, you do the thing. Yeah, okay. It's very intimate.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of awkward. You can make your
It's
harder.
it's very much meant to be done with guns.
Yeah, it's you
But I do it with my arms. I
you
want to
do
be
it with
clear
your arms,
about that.
but your arms are quite a bit longer than him. He becomes totally ineffectual having normal human-sized arms. He's kind of hugging you, and you're wailing on dudes with kind of like a papoose. Basically, is what's happening.
I
at this
hope
stage.
Vinegar doesn't see. Okay, so I rolled a 23 and a 9.
Okay, that's one of them hits.
Mm-hmm. And that is a 5 damage.
Okay, you smack a dude in the face, but he's even more. He's just pissed off at this stage, and he swings back at you. 15. What's your flipping armor class? But he
Holy shit!
misses.
Holy shit! No, Basho just rated us with 500 viewers.
Yeah.
Bajo!
What's up, Bajo?
We're in the heat of battle.
What? We're in the middle of combat here. Welcome to the Gribbits Detective Agency. We were playing some mother flipping Dungeons and Dragons.
Sum it up. Sum everything that's happened up, Eden. These people don't know what's going on.
Oh, they don't know. Okay,
We took
basically-
20 minutes to sit down in a fucking chair. We spent 20 minutes.
No, I'll sum it up. We went through a door, we sat down, we got back up, and we walked out the door.
We spent a long time
And
discussing
now we're
the
in
order
trouble.
that we were all going to sit on a pew.
Okay, there is a battle happening right now, and you're talking about all the sitting down that happened before, okay?
I don't think we covered it enough.
Basically, they're a detective agency, and they were looking for a missing wife, and the guy who sent them on the mission then disappeared, and then they were captured by a bunch of guys in bowler hats, but then the guys in bowler hats got surrounded by the cops, and then they came outside, and basically there's a battle between cops and guys with bowler hats, and they're trying to get out of it. Naomi, you just got nearly boffed on the head. Actually, they boffed Gareth, the man who's papoosed to you. You've used him as a sort of armor, and he's like, "Ugh," and he clings to you even tighter. We are back to
My Gareth.
Vinegar Pims, who is inside the temple.
Okay, so there's nothing in here. I'm going to go out back to my friends.
Okay.
So there's nothing to get other than some silver cutlery. That's the only thing I found.
Yep, you
All right.
didn't find anything good?
Burst out of the church, grab some of my throwing knives from my bandolier, race forward, and just start throwing them at cops as fast as I can.
Okay, so basically, as you come out, Vinegar, you're a canny fellow. You come to the end of the alleyway and you survey the scene that is in front of you. And basically, it is a losing battle. The city guard are pushing back as you watch more and more of the gents are falling.
Okay.
So
can I use my action then as a perception check to see if there's like an easy way to get onto a roof or into a sewer?
Sure,
or
you can make a perception check to see what's around.
All right, cool. I roll a 16.
Okay, you see that you think that to the right of you on the alleyway there is a building which you think that you could climb to get onto the rooftops.
All right, I hiss over, dipshit Charlie, Trinessa, come on, we got to get out of here. And wait, who's your friend? Is that Gareth?
Oh, I'm in hit.
He's hurt. I picked him up. He was hurt.
Leave him.
It's not what you think.
I wasn't hurt before. We shouldn't have done this Mr. and Mrs. Smith maneuver. It wasn't practical for me.
I don't know what you mean by it's not like you think. I don't care. We broke up a long time ago. Whatever you want to do is your business, but he can't.
I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your voice. It doesn't matter if you say I don't care. I can hear it in your voice.
If you guys have a plan to escape, you can keep having this conversation, but I will want to escape.
Okay, great.
Vinegar Pims, what are you doing?
I'm using the escape route, whatever it is.
Okay, you can make an
I'm
athletics
covering.
check.
I'm being nice. I'm covering the escape route.
Okay, so you can climb. It's only like a 15-foot roof, so you can climb and then you can throw knives from the rooftop if you want. But you got to make your athletics check.
All right, I roll an 11 with my acrobatics. That becomes a 17.
Okay, there's
Holy
plenty
shit.
of footholds in this old building. You manage to climb up to the rooftops and throw some daggers. Make your attack rolls.
Is that how we're pronouncing that?
Daggers.
Diggers.
All right, I
Daggers.
throw 2 of them for a 19 and a 21.
Yep.
They both hit.
Yeah, that's 2 hits.
8 and a 9 in damage.
Two vicious blows slam into the daggers slam in, and a guard falls to the ground.
Right.
Meanwhile, back inside the temple, Charlie Goodboy is distracted by a wonderful scent of its biltong. You found some biltong.
Do I track it down or?
Yeah, you
Oh.
track down the biltong. It's real chewy, just like biltong is.
Bit spicy also.
A little spice, but not too much.
Yeah.
More of a
Okay,
smoky
great,
For
flavor,
dogs.
like a chipotle. It's not good for dogs. Chili's bad for dogs. I assume Charlie Goodway. What would you like to do? Vinegar
I'll-
Pims has run out. He's abandoned you.
And dipshit too. I guess I'll
I
follow out.
called out for Charlie
Yeah.
to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you come out of the door, you see Vinegar Pims scrambling up a drain pipe and onto the roof.
Okay, I'll do an athletics check to go after him. That is a 7.
Ooh, adjusted. Man, that
I'm up
sucks.
there. Can I be helping? Can I give him advantage?
I would say, but you attacked this turn, so I don't think you can. You fall down to the ground, Charlie Goodboy. Your hands not made for climbing, and you take 3 points of damage. Dipshit,
Oof.
it's your turn.
Okay, Dipshit's gonna go ahead and follow right along with the escape efforts.
Okay,
They're just gonna fucking belt out of here.
make an attack roll. An athletics check or acrobatics. Either of them, whatever you've got better. Looks like your acrobatics is
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah,
to
I got
try
a
and-
+3 in acrobatics, so I'm gonna roll that. That is a 12.
Okay. So that's fine. You're light and nimble. You climb up onto the rooftops.
Oof.
And you are safely up there. Did you want to take? Oh, you were a bit further away actually, so that's your action.
Mhm.
Trinessa, in the heat of a battle, with a man-sized papoose crying, weeping on your chest, surrounded by clubbered enemies, what do you do?
I gotta get out of here, but I'm not leaving Gareth behind. I gotta take this guy.
All right. Well, Gareth, so do you want to leave? You want to run and try and climb up the drain pipe?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point fighting these people. None of these people are. I mean, what am I achieving here? I've got to get out of here, and I've got to save Gareth.
That's a great question. So as you withdraw from battle because you've trying to get away, you attract some attacks of opportunity.
Oh,
One of them hits you with their club. You take 7 points of damage.
No.
But sweet Gareth is unharmed.
Oh, thank
You.
But by the time you basically you get to the bottom of the hill, no, the bottom of the building, you can attempt to the bottom of the hill. You can attempt to climb up next turn.
Eden
Vinegar.
has Hill Church blindness.
Hill Church.
Am I supposed to be removing these hit points? Because I've not.
I've
doing
been
it.
tracking them for you. Naomi, I am doing all of your paperwork for you.
Great.
You have
Thank you
6
very
hit
much.
points left.
I have 6 hit points left. How is that
You
possible?
You did a whole Spartan Thermopylae
Yeah, you
thing there.
charged unsupported into a horde of cops. It's
You're
24.
Okay,
bleeding.
sorry for being whimsical. Oh my god.
Yeah, so charging through with bleeding from several different wounds. Trinessa's got fucking Gareth, a cop. No, not a cop, a gent, a crim on her back, and she's climbing
Okay,
up
all
onto
right.
the roof.
There's that tone again.
Vinegar, you take 7 damage as a crossbow bolt shoots through your shoulder. Some of the dudes in the back row have seen you up there and have started crossbowing you.
Well, I
seeing
have
you-
3 hit points, Trinessa,
Alright, that's
so
great.
I'm doing worse than you are.
And little dipshit, you
Okay,
get
is that supposed
crossbowed
to
as well and
surprise
take,
me?
take 4 points of damage.
Oh, 8.
Trinessa, one of the thugs approaches you and swings his club. He's broken the lines. Oof, he hits as well.
Well,
You guys are
can't I
getting beat
defend
up here.
myself? What? I can't roll a die or anything? What the
No,
fuck?
that's what your armor class is for. 4 points of damage. You
Okay.
get buffed.
You're down to 2 hit points left.
Can I leave?
You can get your second wind on your turn, Naomi.
That's true.
Uh,
Vinegar, it is your turn.
All right, I roll back behind the chimney now that Charlie is trying to get up here and Dipshit's up protecting me, and
Mhm.
I try and get my own second wind. So I'm just
Okay.
going to.
Oh, you're a fighter. You're going to heal yourself some hit points?
And I got 3. I rolled a 1. I get 3 hit points back.
Is that your action for the turn?
That's my entire. Oh no, it's not. It's a bonus
Bonus?
action. So I'm also going to be using my action to assist anybody trying to climb up the drain pipe.
Okay, no worries. You won't have cover though because you can't be behind the thing.
That's right.
All right,
My friends.
Charlie, good boy. You're at the base of the thing. You want to try and climb up again?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast jump on myself.
Oh, go
which
ahead and
triples
jump.
which triples my jump height.
Is that
So I'm gonna-
is that a bonus action? Must be.
That's a spell, so
Good question.
I don't
Good
know.
question.
If that's,
Okay, you cast jump, so that makes you can try and jump. I guess
Yep.
that'll give you advantage on getting up to the top. You can roll.
Okay, so that. All right.
roll your athletics.
All right. Well, I'll take. Ooh, that wasn't good. Fingers crossed. And that's a 17.
Like a powerful Jack Russell trying to get a little treaty out of a hand. Charlie Goodboy leaps and scrabbles up onto the rooftop. It is now Dipshit's turn.
Okay, Dipshit
You're on the
is-
rooftop.
I am on the rooftop. Anyone else left down below? Not
Trinessa.
really. So
Trinessa
okay,
is
Trinessa
still
is
down the
left down
bottom.
below. Dipshit
Garrett.
feels like they've helped Trinessa. So
I'm
gonna
nearly dead,
go.
cunt.
What?
I'm nearly dead.
Okay, well I don't know what I can do for you.
Trinessa yells up to you, sounding much less authoritative than she's ever sounded before.
All right, well what do you need?
Any type of help, aren't you? Can't you do fucking spells?
Okay, and Dipshit reaches down into themselves and goes ahead and just feels a spell and goes ahead and just casts Firebolt.
What?
Okay. Who at who?
Panicking, just a fucking reticle scanning all over the screen, just looking at someone who is like closing in on Trinessa so we can get her away from an attack of opportunity.
Yep, there is a dude who's closing in on her. You can
Right.
firebolt
Thank Christ.
firebolt him.
That is a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
And for damage, that is a 10. 10 points of fire damage.
So a 10. So the from directly on top of him, this firebolt just burns down and just incinerates this man, who screams and looks up at you, Dipshit, with his eyes as they burn in his sockets.
Okay, and this is what Dipshit is yelling while that happens. Whatever, I'm at work.
It
Okay,
doesn't
leave me
count.
alone. I'm doing what I can. I'm at work.
It doesn't count as killing if I'm at work.
I'm at work. I'm helping. This counts as helping.
Trinessa, the man...
Hyperventilating, clearly hyperventilating as the fire leaves their hands.
So the guard next to you has just been incinerated. Trinessa, you're at the base of this building. What do you do?
I gotta climb up. Where do I get this extra health? Help me.
You help me. You can climb.
I'm leaning down to try and help, remember?
Okay, you can have advantage on climbing, Trinessa,
Okay.
because you're very strong.
Well, that's true.
And you got
And
athletics. Roll your athletics.
Here I come. 13.
Okay.
With advantage. Oh,
even
So you can do it again.
even with a man-sized papoose strapped to your chest, Trinessa climbs onto the rooftops, and the Gribbits Detective Agency look down on the scene of carnage below as the City Watch of Waterdeep crush the gents and retake the Temple of Helm as crossbow bolts skitter along the rooftops. The Gribbits Detective Agency make their retreat, I assume. Will they be okay? Yeah. But just how okay, we'll find out next time on the Gribbits Detective Agency for the conclusion of Season 2, Episode 1, The Butler, the Baker, and the Block and Tackle Maker.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, did I just watch Naomi live realize that Pokemon stood for Pocket Monster?
No,
I'm clipping it. I'm clipping that.
don't clip.
Okay. Are you ready to
I
play
thought
some...
it's Japanese. It's Japanese.
I think it is Japanese. It's loanwords, right? It's like I'm Poketo Monsuto, I think. Which I'm not.
It just happens to mean
Oh.
Pocket Monster.
Yeah, yes, that's how loanwords
Okay,
work.
so no.
Like Orange Juice?
Okay,
Orangi
really,
Jutsu,
let's
Sketsu
talk about
Boda.
my pussy again, please.